Right, so we're going to have a look at factorization today. So we'll start off with some very simple ones, simple ideas. The factors of 9 and 12. Okay, so the factors of 9 and 12, well, you just divide numbers into them until you find a factor. But what you really look for is the highest common factor. So 1 will obviously go into both of them. Okay, 2 won't because 9 is odd. 3 will. Okay, 4 won't because again 9 is odd. 5 won't because they don't end in a 5 or a 0. 6 won't. 7 won't. 8 won't. 9 won't. 10 won't. 11. So the only factors are 1 and 3. So which of those is the highest factor? Well, it's obviously 3. So 3 would be the highest factor. So if I divide 3 into 9, it'll go 3 times. So if you look at that, 3 threes gives you 9. You get the idea. So that's our strategy when we're going to be doing algebraic factorization. So looking for the highest common factor. Now that highest common factor could be a number, or it could be a letter, or it could be a combination of both. So we'll have a look at that and see how we can strategize ourselves out of it. So let's have a look at two very simple algebraic expressions. Let's say 4x and, let's see, 16x. So how would we go about finding the highest common factor of both of these expressions? Well, I'd start again by looking at the numbers. Okay, I know 1 goes into both of them, so does 2 and 4, but then 4 would be the highest because it doesn't go beyond the lowest number. So the highest common factor of 4 is 4 itself. So 4 would definitely be a common factor and also the highest factor of both those numbers. Then I look at the letters, and do I see, is there a letter that's common? And I see both of them have an x. So that means that if you divide both of them by x, you would find an x in there to divide into. So x must be. So when I divide 4x into 4x, my remainder would be, it would go 1 times. And when I divide 4x into 16x, the remainder would be 4. Because x goes into x once, x goes into x once, 4 goes into 4 once, so 1 times 1 is 1, but 4 goes into 16 4 times. So if I multiply 4x by 4, I get 16x, and if I multiply 4x by the 1, I'll get back to 4x. So that's the very basics of it. So we're going to try 1 or 2 of these just to make sure we can get these right. Okay, so have a look. 2x squared, and let's find another one. 8x cubed. So we're going to try the highest common factor of both of these. So let's start with the numbers. I have a 2 and an 8. The highest common factor of 2 and 8, well, you have to do it in your head, but it's 2. So that works. Now let's deal with the numbers. Both of them have an x. However, if you look at it, if I divide that x into that x, I'm still left with another x. Fair enough. If I divide that x into that x, I'm still left. So there's definitely more than just an x. Okay? It could be a fact that there's an x squared. So let's check that. How many times does x squared go into x squared? It goes once. So that's as much as I can put it in. So that's definitely the highest common factor in terms of the x's. How many times does x squared go into x cubed? Well, it must go x squared times, but what's left over? Well, if you take the indices away from each other, you'll see there's an x left over. So 2x squared divided into 2x squared goes once. Because 2 into 2 goes once, x squared into x squared goes once. But 2x squared into 8x squared, well, 2 into 8 goes 4 times, and x squared, into x cubed goes x times, because there's 1 left over. So that's the highest common, that's what your remainder is, but that's the highest common factor of both of those, and that's what's left over. Okay? So the question is, how do you represent this in a sum? Okay, so I'm going to show you, right? So in a sum, this is going to be written down like this. And you're going to be asked to factorize it. So my suggestion is you do this, okay? Create a little box. Okay? Put what you think is, this is very important, put what you think is the highest common factor outside the box. Okay? Very important. Then, I was trying to think now of a nice way of doing this. Put what you have inside, and then put what's left. So these three things come together. So it becomes like this. When I multiply that, I'll get the box out. 1 times that gives you that. 4 times that gives you that. Okay, so we'll try another one of these. So have a look at this one. We're going to factorize 7x plus 14y. So first things first, create a box. Put the 7x plus the 14y in the box. Now out here, I'm going to find the lowest common multiple. Okay, 7 and 14, the lowest common multiple is 7. X and y don't have any lowest common multiple, sorry, highest common factor. So 7 is what I've got. Okay, so divide it in. 7 times what will give me 7x? 7 times x will give me 7x. 7 times what will give me 14y? Well, it's just 2y. So my answer is 7. That multiplies out to give me that. Okay, we'll try another one. Okay, we'll try another one over here. Okay, so let me see. 5x plus 20p. So create your box, put your thing inside it. Don't forget the sign. So what's the highest common factor of 5 and 20? Well, it's 5. Do x and p have a highest common factor? No, they don't. So now, what do I have to multiply up here to get this box to fill? So 5 times something gives me 5x. It's 1x, isn't it? 5 times something gives me 20p. Well, 5 into 20 goes 4 times, and then I still have a p. So this is what I am looking for. That multiplies to give me that. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, so let me think. What about this one? 3x p plus 21x squared p. So same thing again. Create a box, put everything into it. Don't forget to sign. Now, highest common factor of 3 and 21 is 3. Highest common factor of x and x squared is a single x. And the highest common factor of p and another p is p. So what do I need to multiply 3xp by to get 3xp? 1. What do I need to multiply 3 by to get 21? 7. What do I need to multiply x by to get x squared? Single x. And what do I need to multiply p by to get another p? It's 1. So you don't have to write the 1 down because it's already there. So this multiplied by this will give me that. Okay, right. So I've given you a little bit of work to try on. I want you to give it a go. Okay.